Since I started to make these YouTube shaving videos, mostly you have seen that I've been using a lot of shaving soaps and creams, different razors and blades, and I decided to go a little bit backwards. I want to recreate the worst shave which I ever had, and surprisingly it lasts for pretty much a decade. So today's setup will be with Palmyra shave cream. The manufacturing is in Serbia, in my hometown, and this is how I usually applied it. This is sort of Serbian Pro Raso versus Chala duel, because both are made in Serbia. This is in our northern province based, and this is the capital city. So basically all people from my country used either one or another, and my all-time go-to razor was Wilkinson Sword Classic, which I will load a little bit later on because I should really start lathering. And I'll be using the Omega board brush. I mentioned that when I started I used the craft-made board brushes, the cheap ones, which costed maybe between 2 or 3 euros, available at local markets and stores, so I wasn't achieving that great results. But this is the closest which I can get now to recreate this shave. And I liked the Palmyra because it creates pretty much Arco similar leather, very thick, very pliable, but it was always flaky when I used to shave. So I guess that maybe I didn't had a proper brush. Maybe I was completely ignorant on how much water I should apply. So my shaves pretty much improved when I started to use the Chala, Pro Raso, all other, let's say, premium brands. And also with better brushes you can whip the leather much better, so this could also be one piece of equation why my shaves improved. But now with this experience I just wanted to recreate it and see, was I mistaking somewhere, or this setup is actually really bad one. So let's keep it like that. Also, one of the blades which I hated the most, Gillette Platinums. I will unwrap one which I prepared. And let's load the razor. So this is more or less supermarket shave, because everything which can be seen in today's video is the widely available. Let's add some water for rinsing and let's start shaving. So while I was in college I used to shave like this probably once a week or twice, because this wasn't that comfortable and I always had semi-average results. I didn't pay any attention to my beard growth. So I think that only in the army I actually followed that with the grain pattern, because on a daily shaves, if you suffer from any irritations, then it will be more pronounced. And this Gillette blade tends to degrade in a very awkward way. I said it a couple of times. In order for me to achieve a couple of good shaves, I will most likely have at least 2 or 3 bad ones until the blade gets, even in the cutting surface. And usually by now the leather on my mustaches should became quite flaky and started to fall off, so I guess I was always using so little water in leathering. And maybe even now, because the leather is too thick. So for me personally, this is quite a good experiment, just to see how much I progressed from using the exactly same equipment. And I will re-wet the brush a little bit. Now, some of you asked, have I used the Palmyra cube? I saw some guys from Poland, from Greece, and they were able to buy it, so I guess it is available in Europe as well. And this is exactly the same stuff, just in form of shaving cream. I would say the formula is the same, the ingredients are the same, so if you get it, it's completely irrelevant which form are you going to use. Same as with Pro Raso shaves and creams. Yeah, definitely leaves some stubble afterwards. So this is not too aggressive razor. But for me it was most available one. Also the cheapest one. I think that retail price is just under 5 euros. But if you snatch a discount, you can get it even for like 3. So and I never did full 2 passes. I only tried to achieve everything in one round, which might be a mistake on its own with this razor. Especially with dry leather. And so far I'm not experiencing any issues with nicks, with weepers. So maybe my technique is a little bit dialed right now. Definitely better leathering has its results. This side is much cleaner than this problematic area. And let's see one tiny nick over here. Now this is not a bad razor, although the plastic top cap can deform a little bit. Over the time. So you cannot expect that plastic razors are actually holding the blade in the same way as the metal ones. And as you can see, quite few nicks. So I will just rinse it a little bit before applying aftershave, although I do sense that I had really a lot of stinging and irritation. I guess that the blade is not that well clamped, so in the beginning I hoped that it was only me, but sometimes investing a little bit in better razors, in better soaps, could really make a difference. The first pass was okay, but according to this portion of my skin, I wouldn't say it was that close. Now, this is not a terrible stinging. I wouldn't say that I feel much of it, but still, I guess it is mostly the feel of the blade and the feel of the razor. After 13 years, I guess it is not working any longer as expected. I will need to heal this once. And I will definitely try out my memorable shaving cream from the youth, just to see how it is going to work with some better razors and better brushes. I hope you enjoyed, I hope you learned something. If not, at least I hope it was entertaining. Thank you for watching, see you next time, bye.